Good morning, students. In last topic, we have seen the classification of plant, and the plants are classified into two major groups. That groups are cryptogams and phanerogams. We have studied the first group of plant, that is cryptogams. Now cryptogams are divided into three, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, and we have seen all the characteristic of these plant in detail. The plant do not have root, stem, leaves and flower, so they are called as non-flowering plant. These are non-flowering plant. On oppositely, on other side, phanerogams are there. Phanerogams are flowering plants. Now see, when plant bear flower, the flower rather on converted into fruit. Fruit bear seeds inside them. These seed we germinate. This seed we sow, and there is germination of seed takes place and new plant we get. For this germination, seed contain storage of फूड इन सम एक्सटेंट. थोडंसं साठवलेलं अन्न त्या बियांमध्ये असतं, अँड विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस इट कॅन जर्मिनेट, अँड फॉर फर्दर ग्रोथ वी आर टेकिंग केअर ऑफ द प्लांट. सो दिस इज जनरल आयडिया हाऊ फ्रॉम द सीड अगेन न्यू प्लांट वी गॉट. नाउ लुक एट दिस. Seeds are covered by the fruit. Now on the basis of this concept or this point, seeds are covered by fruit or not. The phanerogams are divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Gymnosperm and angiosperm. Now we will start with the first division among the phanerogam, that is gymnosperm. Gymnos means naked or open. Sperm means seed. Now see, this seed is enclosed by fruit. Now sometime we can see such a structure. Seed is open or naked. There is no covering of fruit on these seeds. If such kind of things you observe anywhere, then call them, they are gymnosperm. Okay, now we will go in detail about gymnosperm. Now gymnosperm are generally perennial plants. Now see, you might have seen such a kind of plants in the garden. Now see the plant, the same way you can, or you might have seen such a kind of plants in the pictures or in the jungle or anywhere in the forest. You might have seen such kind of plants. Now see how the plant looks. Straight stem is there. Here also stem is there. There are no branches, and at the top of the stem there is leafy crown. Leafy crown like structure is there. If such kind of plant you observe anywhere, now these plants are coming in the gymnosperm. Now see, what are the further characteristics of gymnosperm? Firstly, plant do not have branches. Absence of branches is one character by observing. Another character is there is woody straight stem is there. Third characteristic, and this characteristic is new for you, and this is there is presence of male cone and female cone on the same plant. Now see, such kind of structure, this rounded structure you might have seen on such plants. These are called male and female cone. This is third characteristic. And just now I have told you these are evergreen plant and perennial plant. एव्हरग्रीन म्हणजे सदाहरित, पेरिनियल म्हणजे खूप काळ जगणारे, वर्षानुवर्ष तसेच राहणारे सदाहरित झाडं, म्हणून त्यांना गार्डन मध्ये ठेवलं जातं. ओके, नाउ दीज आर दी 4 characteristic of the plants which come in the gymnosperm. And another, we can count the example of gymnosperm. Just now I have drawn here cycas. This is cycas. Then another, this pinus I have drawn here. Pinus general name is Devdar. Next is Picea. This is familiar to you. Picea means Christmas tree. Another one example is given in your textbook, that is Thuja. In Marathi, Thuja is called as Morpankhi. So these are the characteristic of gymnosperm. Now about this cone, you heard about this cone first time. So we will go in detail about this cone, how the reproduction takes place, that we have to see. So we will draw the structure of this male and female cone. Now see, male cone is quite smaller in size than the female cone. The outer appearance is like a pineapple buds. The outer appearance of pineapple you might have seen. The same way the cones are there, and female cone is quite larger and such a bud-like outer appearance is there. Now this is female cone and this is male cone. Male cone is quite smaller in size than female cone. Male cone situated quite lower and female cone is present at the higher higher level in the plants. So we will see these structure in detail. If we took the vertical section, उभा काप घेतला, vertical or longitudinal section घेतला या male आणि female cone चा. So see, we can see the structure like this. There are leafy structure are there, such a way leafy structure, and on this leafy structure there is presence of ovule. On the other hand also such ovules are there, and inside the ovule we get egg cell. Egg cells are nothing but the female gamete. Egg cell is called as female gamete. The same way the structure of male cone in vertical section, small sac-like structure are there. Small sac-like structure are there, and in them there is presence of pollen grain. Now see, pollen grain come out from this sac, and further from pollen grains are transferred to the female gamete. That is, they went first towards the ovule, and this pollen grain gives us, now in hibiscus you have learned, now suppose this is pollen grain, when while entering pollen grain in ovule they form the pollen tube, and this pollen grain produces male gamete cell. Male gametes, and just now I told you that ovule contain female gamete, and here we got male gamete. So there is fusion of male and female gamete, fusion of male gamete cell and female gamete cell. There is formation of zygote. Zygote further develop into embryo. So this is the process of reproduction in these gymnosperm. Now we will start with the angiosperm. So for learning angiosperm, we have to do a small activity. Take the seed of maize, then wheat, jawar, mustard, onion, groundnut, gram, and all these seeds we have to kept in the water and let them to soak for 8 to 10 hours. And after that, try to make the two half of these seeds. Now see which seed among these will divide into two half. Now maize can't divide, wheat can't divide into two half, jawar will not divide into two half, gram will divide, groundnut will divide. Gram and groundnut. Beans we can take beans. Beans can divide, the bean seed can divide into two half. Now see, in this way the two cotyledon or two half we can make of these seeds. So example, gram, groundnut and beans among the list we can kept in the dicot as there are two cotyledon of seed and remaining will come in monocot, that is maize means corn, or we can say maka in Marathi, maize, then onion seed will not divide, then wheat and jawar, you are very familiar to these seeds, they will not divide into two equal half. So such seeds are called as monocot seed and these seeds are called as dicot seeds. Okay. Now on the basis of the part of the plant, we can again differentiate the dicot and monocot plant. So see, we will take the part of plant. Firstly, we will take the seed. Regarding seed, just now we have talked, seed is divided into two cotyledon. So, the plant is dicotyledonous plant. Here, seed have only single cotyledon. So, the plant is called monocotyledonous plant. This is about seed, one character. Next, we will study about the stem. Now stems are hard and strong stem, and here oppositely the stem is hollow, sometimes stem is false, sometimes stem is disc shape. Now which trees are having strong and hard stem? The example is people, mango, tamarind, etc. have long and hard stem. Oppositely, hollow stem we have observed, or we can observe in case of bamboo, false stem. In case of banana, then disc-like stem. In case of onion, false means there is no strength, or the stem is not strong. So the false stem we can say them. Next, third, about the root we will see. The roots are prominent, first taproot is there. Okay, and on the other hand, fibrous roots. Fibrous roots. सोटमूळ आणि तंतुमुळे. Next, regarding flower we will see. Now flowers are pentamerous in case of dicotyledonous plant. Because the arrangement of 5 petals is there, so pentamerous arrangement, and on the other hand 3 petals arrangement, and it is repeated one on another. 3 petals, then again 3 petals. So arrangement is trimerous. This is regarding flower. Then we will see about the leaves. 5th point based on the structure is, you might have seen the people leaf. Mid vein is there, then vein and subveins are there. Again small veins, subveins, veins, subveins, and it form the network of vein. जाळी बनते veins ची, so called reticulate venation, and leaves are quite larger. And on the other hand, in monocot, small and mid vein is there and parallel veins. Arrangement of veins is parallel, so venation is called as parallel venation. See, these characteristics are very important for the exam. The question is coming that differentiate between monocot and dicot plant. So this you have to remember properly. Now regarding gymnosperm, the picture of gymnosperm, the plant which are coming under the gymnosperm, I will keep the link of the picture in description box. So don't forget to check the description box. Now here we end the lesson, and in next topic we will start with the exercise. In next video the exercise we will take. So keep watching the video and subscribe the channel for a next video. Goodbye.